Yeah, I mean, these seas, they're kind of big, but they're not knock your boat straight over big. Woo-hoo!
Fun for some, right? All I can see is Tom Hanks in Castaway. Challenges are an essential part of life, right? That's the message professional sailor from northern Michigan is trying to share in his new book.
Yes, and how do you persevere through it? Jerome Rand is here to talk to us this morning about sailing around the world by himself, and of course also the lessons that you learn and what you share in these talks that you do across the country. So Jerome, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate you having me. It's great to be here.
What is, first of all, I think it's just incredibly perfect that we have you here on the day in 1580 that Sir Francis Drake circled the globe. But tell us about what that's like. I mean, this is something very few people in the world ever do.
Well, it's definitely a huge challenge. And yes, you're right. Very few people. I think out of 4 people or so of people that have done a 32-foot boat all the way around the world alone without stopping, I get to say that I'm one of those 4, and it's essentially just an ongoing battle. I took an older boat, so it was a long voyage, about 9 months out there.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's just one of those challenges that you take on that it really is going to teach you what you have inside. You're going to grow as a person, and really it's going to show you if you've got the grit to actually make it all the way through.
And you went through some very tough, I mean, you were going in 2017, there were some very large hurricanes out there during that time. I mean, describe how near death-defying this was at times.
At times it gets pretty scary, yeah. I had a lot of trust in that vessel. It's an American-made West Sail 32, and so that kept me very safe. But yeah, I was ducking and dodging Hurricane Ophelia, Tropical Cyclone Irving, and in the Pacific, Cyclone Gita, and that one was a really big one. And you just sort of keep focus on way out in front of you, making it to the calm patch after the storm.
Wow.
And you just hold fast.
Man, it's just like you said, that getting so close, and now you share the story with so many people. What kind of motivated you to want to do that?
Well, part of that really is that when I get to speak in front of a big audience, even if it's say 100 people, if one person switches their mindset from, I'm going to do that someday to, you know what, I'm going to start doing that today. I'm going to set that goal and I'm going to take on that challenge. Then I feel like I've succeeded. And the more people I can talk to, the more people I can influence that way, or at least motivate to do that, then hey, that feels great to me.
So you've been sailing your whole entire adult life. This is kind of who you are, but your message, and also in your book, which I want you to tell us a little about too, is for anybody that may have this kind of dream.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and I don't recommend to anybody to go sail alone around the world. Let's get that straight right now. But challenges and adventures can be big or small, but I think, right from the get-go, when you take on a challenge, suddenly your life has this direction and purpose because there's a poignant goal right out there that you're aiming for. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I have to go to work. But it's like, no, I'm going to work to earn the money so that I can achieve this goal I've set out to do. So even before you've started the adventure, it's changing your life.
Yeah.
And it's impacting how you go through your day-to-day. It's amazing.
You've written the book, but how doing this, accomplishing it once, going for it twice, how has it changed your life since?
I think for me, it really gave me a good bit of perspective. The day-to-day little issues that happen don't seem to really bother me all that much. When you put yourself in that situation and you do end up in some life-threatening weather and such, if the coffee's not hot, you're not too mad about it. Let's just say that.
Is that lonely though? I mean, you're not like stopping like a cruise ship at different ports.
No, yeah. It can get pretty lonely out there, but at the same time, one of the nice parts that I really enjoy about being solo out there is that you are so involved with what's going on around you. Mother Nature, you're not only using the wind and nature to navigate the planet, but you're just surrounded by it and you're uninterrupted. And after days or weeks of that, it's an absolutely amazing feeling. Your mind almost slows down to, I always say it's kind of like a childlike pace where You can sit on the lawn and look at clouds for 3 hours. I can sit out on the boat and watch the waves for
that
for
doesn't
days.
sound like a bad way to spend a day.
I know.
271 out at sea.
271.
Didn't even ask if you saw any whales or what kind of crazy things you
Oh,
saw, which
yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the talk tonight real quickly before we go.
So tonight I'll be speaking in Dexter at 6 p.m. It's open to the public. It's free. I think it's going to be a rainy night, so why not come out and listen to this new story?
Get
Dexter
inspired.
Library, 6 p.m.
You got it.
All right, Jerome, thanks so much. And we should mention this is one of Kim DiGiulio's friend from the Camp Michigania days.
Yeah, absolutely,
Nice.
absolutely.
Good to
I
have
went
you
sailing with Kim earlier this summer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Appreciate
Good
you
to have
stopping
you
by.
here.
What an
Yeah.
amazing story, and glad you're sharing it.
And hope people go get inspired.